Buenos nachos, amigos, and welcome to Through the Tomes, a Dungeons and Dragons adventure where a group of understanding and patient friends go along on a journey, guided by an amateur GM, pulling together his first campaign with adventure modules, pre-built settings, tools, and all kinds of fun things that you can use to build a campaign. So make it show how easy it is. I'm PD Rave, the aforementioned amateur GM, and here with me is my team, my squad, my crew, my party. We've got playing Wind and Summer, Daisy.
Everyone, I'm not prepared with a fun little show and tell thing, but I'm happy to be here.
We've got playing Solero Italian, Drew.
I actually broke my dice out for the game tonight.
Nice. We've got playing Tumbao ostensibly, Chris.
Hi, I'm coming to you live from 1976, and I'm excited to play some Dungeons and Dragons today.
Go meet Chris. Go meet Chris at the conversation pit. Playing Toro, we got Victoria.
Hi. You can call me V.
Yeah. And playing Lucius Zanero, we've got Matt.
I have a bag of the Dario Cortex picks.
Nice.
1.25 millimeter.
Nice.
Wait, how thick? How thick is them?
1.25. It's the thickest I could get.
Nice. Thick with 2 C's.
I wish I could get like 1.5 or 2 in that material.
I get real thick.
Yeah.
And last but not least, playing Tobold Toby Underborough, we've got Brett.
The thickness of those guitar picks horrify me.
That's crap go, but a good one.
From the look that looks like an Ultex pick to me, but you know
it is Ultim actually.
Oh man.
Well, Ultex is Ultim.
It's artificial tortle.
Yes. The only thing
polyethyramide.
The only thing I have is a tacita in which there was cafecito, but I drank it.
Did it have a spuma in it?
Yep. Of course. We don't.
It's not cafecito without it.
Unless it's the leftover in the thermos that I grabbed later.
Brett out here questioning Petey's heritage.
I'm just wondering, did it have a spuma?
I also have my cocoa butter within reach.
Absolutely.
And of course, we're the ones that understand the Cuban heritage. I had this I'm gonna say half an hour ago, or maybe a little bit more than that. That's just how we roll. Cafecito at 8 o'clock at night,
and 24/7 moisturizing.
Oh yeah.
The key to good adventure, moisturizing.
Moisturize and unbothered. Hydrated, moisturized, and unbothered. Yeah, we're gonna get into some Dungeons and Dragons, and we're gonna get back into the adventure. We had a lot of revelations. The fortunate thing about the fact that David and Patrick are still on assignment is that we don't have to recap all the things that we talked about last week, because that was a lot of stuff. So everybody, if you want to know what all of the revelations were, go watch last week's episode, or not last week, 2 weeks ago. And we found out a lot about Toro, a lot about his situation, a lot about where he's running from, who he might be running from,
and a little about love.
Yeah. We and then we at the end they ran into somebody calling out to Declan, uh, claiming that the Trent Ickathon uh had been arrested, and the Cerberus Assembly has become being investigated and shut down. I'm gonna try to put the spelling.
Yeah, I want to see what the auto-generated captions have to say about.
And then this. But yeah, so to recap, get back to where we were. You standing outside, you hear off in the distance a feminine voice calling out, Declan, Declan, Declan. And this kind of like half elf, kind of fair skin, red hair, kind of disheveled, looked like she's been like running around. Runs up to Declan and is like, I got Trent Ickathon's been arrested. Oh, cramp. And Declan is like, Aldern? What have I told you? And she goes like, I know, Deck. I've told you a million times, stretching is vital to avoiding injuries on the battlefield. Even a small cramp could mean the difference between life and death. I don't need the lecture again. Ow! Okay. All right. Now that I've found you, shit's going down in clay class, as it were. Remember Trent Ickathon? You know, the creepy old guy who was always like, oh, look how smart and important I am. I have a wizard beard and I know all the magic, and was like the archmage of influencers and civilization or something like that. Yeah. The guy we were looking at as being in charge of like the Empire's propaganda and stuff. He's like, Declan's like nods, yes, I know. Well, he just got arrested. They're talking publicly about how they shut down the Cerberus Assembly. They said that he was the one in charge of coercing those mages into their magical spy assassin unit or whatever it was. They're propping him up as the fall guy. And she looks over at the rest of the group and like, huh. I kind of said that a little quickly and out loud, didn't I? All right, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, it's wild. They're kind of I'm still trying to pick up little pieces. I just got word. I'm glad I found you. And Declan's like, what do you think of is the next steps? It's like, I don't know, but we're gonna have to coordinate a lot of people and figure out what is happening and what this means for our work. Hi. I've never met you guys. Are you Declan? Are you new friends of Declan? Like awkwardly waving
Yeah.
at you guys. Okay. Are these people cool? Declan looks over. He's like, well, I mean, you already. Nothing much else you can do now. You already just spilled everything, so. All right. I think we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to go back into the Empire. I don't know. Oh, okay. Oh. Yeah. Oh, well, what do you guys?
Question: would any of us know what the Cerebus assembly is?
Cerberus Assembly.
Cerberus.
Um. Um. The Cerberus Assembly itself, possibly. Kind of like. Mm, um. The you would kind of be aware that it was a an entity in that um was involved with the Dwendalian Empire, depending on how clued in and you are into politics. Um, that they are kind of like a group that was involved in various aspects of like the government of the Dwendalian Empire. Um, and of course, there's a lot of word of like they're involving spies and things like that, um, and and certain agents that were involved in protecting against like their foreign invasions and things like that. Maybe.
Okay.
I would say, Summer, you would get some additional insight of knowing that the assembly and the Cobalt Soul are often at odds with each other. They kind of have
Oh.
worked in an antagonistic lockstep for the better part of a century since the inception of the assembly. They don't like outwardly show aggression to each other, but like have maintained like a series of checks and balances. Both sides kind of have done what they can to curb the influence of the other and prevent the other from achieving like internal goals that went against the needs or wants in their own team, their own faction.
Okay.
But they often also kind of work together at times out of necessity, both publicly and behind the scenes. Sometimes it's like a relationship of frustrated convenience, and at other times a subversive antagonism kind of like thing.
Okay.
Kind of. Well,
I'm a musician.
yeah. Nice. Well,
I'm a musician.
Well, I'm. Hi.
Just
My name is Old Laren. I'm a friend of Declan. Kind of been working together to figure out some stuff.
Hey, me too.
Yeah.
Sorry,
What?
I didn't catch your name. We just went through a lot. What was that again?
Old Laren. I'll go ahead and write in. Old Laren Luna.
Old Larry Luna.
I'll write it into it's Audlaern and then Luna Luna. So I'll write it in the
Cool. Thank you.
Old Laren.
Hello, Old Lairn. I'm Summer.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you all. Okay. So we're gonna have to figure this out. I need to sit down. What were you guys up to?
Well, see, I Lord, I was born rambling man. I was just trying to make a living and doing the best that I can. And like I said, I'm a musician. Wink. When we flex that charisma.
What Declan, what have you got?
That Bard Riz though.
Am I still covered in blood? I hope not. No, I went to bed.
You went to bed. You
Yeah.
washed off.
We
we
went to
would've been- we
bed,
would've
so
been
it
covered in gore.
vaporizes once you go to sleep.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that.
Yes. I mean, at least coagulate. Like,
yeah, you washed up.
I mean,
At least
I'm
on
just
some
trying
level.
to think of the world's
Are you
most flowery bard covered in blood. I'm like, well, that's not much for my charisma.
Yeah.
But yes.
Yeah, like this is like Declan was like, well, Elder's like, well, have you found anything, Declan? It's like, well, and if we're kind of like dumping things, one of the Voltruckers, well, we found one here, and he points to Toro, one of the agents.
Wait, Toro is sleeping. He's knocked out at this point. So he's not actually present.
We found he's probably upstairs sleeping.
Yeah.
He's just like found one of them. I don't know when he's gonna come down from bed, but he's
Wait. What did you call him? A Volt sucker?
Volstrucker. A Volstrucker is
No, I like a Volt sucker.
Vol
That a new kind of vampire
Volstrucker.
that
Yeah.
feeds off of
Lightning.
electric vehicles.
Yeah.
At least I think that's what he is. He didn't really like throw that name out there, but
Wait, so are you like searching for these Volstruckers? Tell me more.
well, I mean, the not necessarily. Yeah, no, we're not like hunting for them, but it's like we kind of heard that like some of these kids were like getting kidnapped and abused, and kind of there's a lot of things that we know for sure, and then a lot of things that we hear like from like third hand sources and only a little bit. So like we heard something about like a bunch of these kids like making a breakaway and escaping. We don't know exactly how or what caused, like what initiated, but and we heard things of like them doing certain efforts to try to like retrieve whoever they weren't able to catch before. I don't know. Did you guys experience it with this gentleman? Was there what happened with well, what do you guys remember what happened? Catch me up if you can.
How much are we at liberty to discuss? Declan, I don't know if we can trust this person. We've only just met you.
I mean, it's up to you guys. If you want to let us know about about what happened, I can tell you that we are just people trying to undo corruption. We're trying to do what we can to.
Can I do like an insight check to see if I can trust this person?
Yeah, you can do an insight check.
I was gonna say, like, Can I perception my way around their intent?
You want to do insight? You can. You two can.
Did we technically just meet Declan yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay. That changes
That
the way I
works.
feel about a lot of things.
Yeah.
There we go. I rolled a 9 on insight.
I mean, you
13 on insight.
So you find her a little like her intent is a little inscrutable for you. She seems all right, but like, it's hard to really gauge as she just kind of seems honestly exhausted because she ran really fast, sprinted a good distance. So she just seems frazzled just from that. So it's hard to really read her intent. I would say, Solero, you get a little bit better read. You from what you can tell, you're not 100% confident, but you're pretty confident that she seems pretty honest. Like, it seems pretty straightforward. Like, she's just but at the very least, she seems like she is just earnestly just trying to find information. And there's nothing really like she's like,
Just fighting
hiding.
corruption, just trying to, drain the swamp, just to.
Kind of hate you.
Technically the cops for a little while.
Oh yeah, we are kind of cops, aren't we?
I mean, we were
Fuck.
deputized.
You're enough of a cop to be like questionable, but enough of not a cop to be cool.
I'm enough of a cop that if somebody asks me, I think that I have to tell them.
I might be.
So wait, are we just bounty hunters? Is that what it is? We're like cop adjacent.
That sounds
I-
right.
Like we don't have the stink of a corrupt like office, but like we help them out from time to time.
We also don't get paid for our work most of the time. Yes.
Enthusiastic volunteers.
So
Yeah.
I relay sort of like I think we can give up a little bit. I think we'll be all right. So I sort of like ease up on like from this point I've been hand on sword, but as like I get a better sense, like my hand starts to relax and sort of open up a bit.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
well,
going to give everybody the biggest shrug that a little person can offer.
The Metist shrug.
Yeah.
I got an unofficial reward in my band for the biggest eye roll in the world. It was like a
Bombastic.
full body with rotation.
You were channeling the tude.
My God.
Major
When you
tude.
count off a song, it's not just so you know when to start. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the tempo.
And
Anyway.
the 1 and the 2.
And a ching
It's
chong
not
potato.
Lawrence
1,
Welkin.
2, 3, 4. Ba-da,
It's a-
ga-da, da.
I mean, that
A 1,
takes
a
knowing
2,
how to keep
a Scooby
time.
Dooby Doo.
So do Scooby. So do.
Yes, it does, Brett. You're
Yeah,
correct.
It sure does.
It sure does.
I'm guessing you're not having issues with your drummer.
No comment.
Okay.
For legal reasons.
That is a joke.
so that is
Yes.
dark. In game.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. And he's just gonna like, well, Do you all want to find? Well, this seems like a nice place. Do you all want to find see if there's a cozy booth in there to talk? I know you guys kind of just bounced out.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Also, we should probably verify who all is awake right now and in this conversation.
I think everyone but Toro, who's zonked out upstairs.
Toro had a bad night.
Yeah.
Okay.
He also knows everything that's going on.
So yes, I propose we move inside.
All right.
I'm already there.
And he's like, you all kind of walk in. The staff kind of looks at you, like, oh, back already?
Feels like it's been months.
And you guys kind of like find a fairly secluded like corner in the far wall, a booth where you feel like, since as like this is, it's late breakfast, so it's mostly empty. And
Toby talks about, back where I'm from, we would call this meal 11:30s.
yeah,
Mid brunching.
Right.
brunchies. Well,
Third grazing.
and she, Alern sounds like she immediately like orders like a big breakfast and like begins waiting for you. Well, while I wait for that food, is there, what can you guys tell me about what's happened with this young gentleman? What was his name? Declan pipes in. Toro.
Let's start from the beginning. There's a guy named Mega
It's a
the
very
Brat.
good place to start.
He had a bird. I shot it in the eye.
Uh-huh.
I think.
There were some lemons
Yeah.
and a shark inside a cave. Oh no.
We talked. We
The
we
shapeshifter.
talked to a Selkie and bribed it. Save our.
The shapeshifter
Yeah.
was a gracious lover.
We talked to a horse using the power of a magic hay fork.
Oh, the seal?
Imagination.
There was a seal that helped us.
Yeah.
Indoor sharks. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I always love hearing the recap because, frankly, it sounds insane.
In fact, it was.
It was a weird bar with demons inside of a tree, or
yeah,
no, around
Taylor
the tree.
Swift got
Puppets.
murdered.
Yeah.
and it
Or
smelled
So-
bad.
So yesterday, we helped a succubus reclaim her husband who had been captured by some vampire cultists.
Mhm.
It has
I
been
think
a
that's
doozy of a
prob-
day.
Yeah. So that's what I refer to, and it's like we've been through a lot.
Okay.
And then there, yeah.
So, when did you guys meet Toro?
You know, on the road,
Huh.
Our way
as
here.
one does, in a swampy area that I only
I
know
was
as a
gonna say,
combat map.
A lot of our stories start with, oh,
There
we
was
met
some
him on the road.
explosions.
Okay.
Saying that we've been on it for 5 days or something.
I think it's been just over a week.
Okay,
Yeah.
just over a week. So about
My-
9 months game time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And why are you so interested in Toro?
Well, I mean, from what we know, they're going to be interested in
They
the people that are behind everything that is going on with the crazy
Are these
magic
they?
assassins.
Have
And
you-
what's a
have
Volt
you-
sucker?
Have you met Toro before?
No, I didn't even know. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know his name was Toro. I just it's
that- Well, how do you know he's here?
no, you
What?
guys.
Now,
Declan said.
Why is it that we don't get like proper nouns or like information?
Hmm.
Like the descriptors are a whole lot better when you know
So
the words they
the
are-
people that are behind the whole crazy magic assassin spy stuff for the Dwendalian Empire, we think they're going to be very interested in tying up loose ends with this.
magic assassins.
Yeah, something like that.
Are they like assassinating magic or are they
Oh.
like what is their goal? What are they trying to do?
Assassinating magic. It's the very idea of magic.
I don't know. There's some magic out there that could probably use some assassinating.
I think the whole
Mordenkainen's
thing with
faithful
the
hound.
I think what we found is like the whole thing with those Volt suckers or whatever. What was it? Volstrucker? Okay, Volt.
Volt suckers, right?
Yeah,
The Vol
that's what I heard the first time when he told me that. It's stuck in my head too. And you see Declan like just like he's like head in hand, just like.
That's a pretty good impression of David.
I've been around David a lot.
I've made him do that a lot.
Yes. Stop it.
At this point in the conversation, Toro is going to reveal himself that he's been listening for a little bit. And he just pulls up a seat, sits down, and yawns.
mhm. So this Toro guy, he would be one of them.
One of them there.
Yeah, and like, because we think that
Uh-huh.
the whole situation is more than just the one guy. I mean,
Who's
like
we? Who's we?
me
Who's we?
and
Yeah, who are you
him.
with? I'm confused.
Just a bunch of us, like friends and we used to serve together for the Empire, Declan and I.
Used to.
Yeah, we used to be serving the army, fought the wars against the Kryn dynasty, kind of the unspoken war and battles there. Kind of just
So, what is it that you want with the Volstruckers then?
we want to know what the deal with them is. We were trying to like piece together
What's
everything.
The deal?
What's the deal? We're just trying to like. So we've kind of at some point felt disillusioned. Big word, huh, Declan? With the Empire, and
So when you left your position, was that a mutual leaving, or are you guys people that abandoned your post? And
oh
are
no, we
AWOL?
didn't. We just
Hmm.
did what we need to do to finish our duties, and walked away.
Did you receive a dishonorable discharge from the military?
No, luckily no.
I was waiting for a discharge joke, PD. Come on.
We had a very healthy
Right.
discharge,
Okay.
mostly painless. But it's just
Seems like a weird thing for some soldiers here.
it's
Okay, so
because we think this is a big part of how they control, like they seem to have like a lot of power. This service assembly, they seemed to have a lot of power within the empire for some people that weren't, mostly connected to like academics, and there's a lot of pieces here and there, and we're mostly just trying to figure out where everything connects.
Because Toby has a story for
And-
every single subject. He is going to describe how he met people that thought that there were these creatures that came from outer space and were really good at solving this mystery, and is not very thrilled about people who are hunting down conspiracies because sometimes they're nuts. But I'll entertain this.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it. There's always an extra
Toro is gonna butt in here and go, if it were a conspiracy, maybe.
step. Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah,
mean,
is this?
I'm here for proof if somebody wants to give me some.
Yeah, so
You're
is this
looking at him right here.
So is this Toro guy Oh, are you Toro?
The proof is right before you, my friend.
And you're not even in pudding.
And if you're the person who was sent by the assembly to kill me, just get it over with. I'm done. I'm tired of this.
I am. Oh, idea. Oh God, I would never be able to. Killing. Oh God.
A weird
I
thing
need.
for
I
somebody
like.
who-
I like to
The
write
name
things.
of?
It's been so long.
a long road.
So you're actually telling the truth? You weren't sent to find me?
No, I mean, we were. I was just trying to find Declan to just let him know what I just found out. I mean, I've been working here in Gordon kind of on my own, but
Well, what did you find out? Spit it out.
well, so we found out. Oh, you weren't here. So we found out that Trent Ickathon was just publicly arrested. So, and they're kind of like, as far as like public face, they're kind of throwing a lot of the issues and the blame for the corruption within the Cerberus assembly on him.
I
And
mean, Toro is like shaking a little bit. Like you guys can see his hands. He's like looking for the waitress. Because he just heard that name and he's like a little bit like, ooh.
yeah.
Because if they found him, are they looking? Do you know who, if they're looking for us? Are they looking for us?
That's. I mean, do you think they are? I mean, that's what we're trying
Yeah.
to. Okay.
If the Empire has witnesses, they're gonna. And he's like about to like, he's gonna like shake the table. He's really shaking.
Okay. Did somebody already try to come for you, or do you not?
I was told to run, but I didn't think I was running from the Empire.
Huh. Okay.
or what are your thoughts on this Trent guy?
He's awful. He would take baby mages and put false memories in their minds. He would make them kill their parents because he would convince them that their parents were revolutionaries. They had to protect the Empire. He's a nightmare. He deserves to be in prison, but I don't think I do.
Did you ever work for him?
I did work for him. I was brought
okay.
up to do the work that we were directed to do. And
Yeah.
he's in the chain of that command.
I'm assuming serving him was not your choice.
I showed up to class because I had to.
Okay. That's what I needed to hear.
And
So
I
it
did
sounds
the
like maybe-
assignments because I had to. When it's your life or theirs, you decide.
Wow. And
Sounds like maybe we're all working towards the same goal then. Like this sounds like it's good news.
yeah.
But someone's probably still after Toro.
Well, I have to go find. Okay, so I have to find Tumba.
Okay. So
And
Tumbao. Who's this Tumbao?
so my childhood best friend and I are both Volstruckers.
Okay.
And something happened, but I know she's out there.
So you guys kind of got. Did you get scattered?
We got separated by an event. Everyone was there. But I'm struggling to understand what happened, so he's like rubbing his arm. He's like a little bit uncomfortable talking about it still.
Okay. All right. Well.
Do you not remember, or do you not want to remember?
I remember,
Okay,
but
therapist, ranger man.
does anyone understand what happened? I don't
Does anyone
understand
really
what
know
happened.
what time it is?
That's right. How old are bears?
Does anybody remember laughter?
I got a laugh out of Toro with that one. The first one they've ever seen, I think.
Well,
It's all
Bears.
bears.
Wait, so remind me, who took down Trent and shut down the assembly?
So there's
Kyle.
I heard they.
somebody I think though they said something about
D&D, there's always a they.
yeah, there's always a day. They said that they were, I think through like the different headlines, I think when kind of they announced it, they talked about the members of a group called the Mighty Nine. I think one of them was they said one of them was a member of the Cobalt Soul as well.
Huh.
Mhm.
Would Summer know who the Mighty Nine are or what the organization is?
You might have
You remember the Kickstarter, but you weren't big into Mega Man.
yeah. They let me see. I'm trying to remember if they were widely known at this point during the show. So, full disclosure: the Mighty Nine are the adventuring party of Critical Role season campaign 2.
Oh,
yeah. So, if people at home, I'm playing with people that are not as
My
familiar with
mind's
Critical Role.
blown. No,
But
Yeah,
out
they
of
caught
character.
him, and we're hearing about it. It's the
Yeah.
same universe as Critical Role.
Yeah, so
That's
it's like,
cool.
but out of character.
keep forgetting that we're in the Critical Role universe.
Yeah,
For
adjacent.
some reason,
Matt
we're like-
Mercer's
Yeah,
brainchild.
Yeah.
for some reason D&D in my head always takes place in the Forgotten Realms. That's
Yeah.
my fault.
Yeah.
It-
The same-
It's Greyhawk for me. It always takes, like, my mindset always goes Greyhawk, and I'm like, wait, this map is different. Never.
Yeah.
No,
And
I'm wrong.
he also
Yeah.
said Kryn earlier, and I'm like, oh, well, like is
The Kryn
Priest Quinn
dynasty.
going to be showing up? It's like,
Oh,
I'm in
do some
Skyrim.
chronomancing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Chronomancy. There's chronomancy involved. But yeah. So you might not. I think you're not as familiar with who they are, because they yeah, off the top of your head, you probably haven't really heard much of them. They sound like maybe like a group of adventurers that have like a brand name, you know. But you know, Aldern goes and it's like, yeah, it's some like Beauregard Lionette.
So like just a
Bless
bunch of randos that got together and
Yes, a
shut them
bunch of-
down.
They by day they speak into a magical can that records their voices.
Yeah.
By night they adventure.
Yeah, it's like yeah, I mean, just from what I've heard, it was like a group of kind of misfit adventurers. I think there were like 7 of them. Which is weird because you know they call themselves Mighty Nine, but they're like 7 of them. But I think they became 9. I think that's like 9 as in the Zemnian 9, not like the number 9. Yeah, like 9.
Sure. Yeah.
9. Yeah.
No.
But yeah, I think there's they said it was like one of the Transformer students that might have been involved with it.
Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
It makes sense because those are the people who would want either revenge or just to put him away.
Or put him down.
You ain't choking, you ain't smoking. And this for the audio listeners out there, Petey is doing his best impression of a person drowning.
Oh my
Drowning
God.
in the air.
He's
It's
never been
fairly
more
convincing.
alive.
Oh my God. This
Are
is
you
like
trying
a
to drink
good
it through your
chunk
nose.
it feels like it. Oh.
It went the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
Went down the
Oh, that
wrong
was all in
internet tube.
character.
Yeah, wrong tube.
So I'm gonna whisper to Toro, like, do we tell this lady about Tumbao and what happened? Maybe she can help.
And Toro is like, I still don't really understand who she is.
And then,
Oh,
like by that
friend
at that
of
point,
Declan, they served in the military together, is what we know.
and you know,
Yeah, but
you guys look over at Olern while you're saying this, and the big old breakfast with like eggs and like potatoes is served to her, and she's like,
yeah.
and just like,
And Toro whispers to Summer, but just because you served in the military, what? She's like a vigilante?
I don't know. I know as much as you. No.
Well, I mean, at this point, I kind of feel like I'm going to die anyway.
I think we're all gonna die.
But I'd rather,
One day we will.
I'd rather not die soon. I can't believe I'm laughing right now.
I mean,
Toro's like upset that he's showing this emotion.
you're hanging out with a guy and his goat, a hippie, and a short guy who just wants to play music and leave town.
And a giant cat.
Yeah, and a cat lady. Like we are the most ragtag group. We are the Planeteers that nobody asked
Yeah.
for.
What was the? Are you guys? You guys are musicians, right? You're in a band or something.
Excuse me, I'm a musician.
Hey, I'm a musician.
Oh,
Yeah.
because I heard that before
We're
and I
all
was
prof-
like, am I a groupie?
No, Chavo even.
You're a
We
band
all
aid.
have our roles.
You can
Yeah.
be a roadie.
Nice. Yeah, I'll carry your equipment or something,
cool.
but
Hell
I
yeah.
mean, what should my
Deal.
fake name be? Let's not say it here.
Your fake name?
Marinate
Yeah.
on that.
Dritz Jordan.
Catterbrie. Oh, that's a girl's name. Sorry.
Chips Ahoy.
That's right. Cap in Crunch.
Says the guy in the table over, just shouting out, "Chips ahoy!"
That's my name.
Are you asking, or are you giving a name, or are
No,
you ordering, sir?
He wants his
Who is
potatoes
that
and he
guy?
wants them now.
I heard ships ahoy, which I guess is
Right, that's
I-
where.
You
just stumble into the.
Yeah, you Phoenix downed yourself.
Yeah. You Phoenix down.
Toro's coming up with a fake name. That's what you missed. El
the guy on
Munster.
the
That's why
table next to us
lifesavers are
heard
this
that.
that shape.
We don't know.
Okay.
And then you look over at the guy next to the table, and he's like, seems to be hungover, maybe still drunk.
And just that face down, just
I think
Chips Ahoy.
Okay.
Mortal leads. I think he was just yelling that randomly.
God.
He yelled,
Isn't it only like noon?
No, it's not even.
It's not even noon. Man, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Wow.
5 a.m. maybe.
Yeah.
We're definitely before McDonald's switches over to the daytime menu.
Oh, yeah.
Strong, make it hurt.
Okay, so let's take a moment to level set. We're here
What?
looking for Roundabout Gin. That's why we came to Guarden.
Yeah, we kind of like,
That's why
yeah,
some-
we were gonna go up to after we got to your,
The Sleeping
Your-
Ridge clan.
yeah,
Go visit
and
my
then
peeps.
yeah, and then we were gonna go up north to some like whatever some I don't remember the name of that town, that weird town they said that they hadn't heard from or something.
Cleveland.
Yeah, something like that.
Chicago.
Who is Roundabout Gin?
Long story.
Okay.
We've got a drawing. It's a lady who's got like a rose on her bosom.
Oh. Well, you'll
a whole
probably
to-do.
spot her if she had a flower.
Yeah, that was like last week.
Yeah,
Man,
that was a few weeks.
Wow,
ago.
you guys have had a week.
We had a few weeks. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
yep.
we-
We've had a month. We had a hell of a month.
yeah, we didn't even talk about that puppet.
Oh.
The one with the teeth.
Oh,
Mm.
Not
I'm
to
cold
mention,
blooded, and I
That's
shivered
where I
with
got
that.
my buddy.
one of these days, a
Lucius.
tentacle's gonna pop out of like one of those joints.
No, someone cast dispel magic on it just in case.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Toby, it was probably you.
All of a
Lakers.
sudden, you notice a life-size. Was it a wolf or a dire
I think
wolf?
a
think it
wolf
was
I thought it was a
Oh,
husky.
she's just
or a
a white
husky.
wolf.
White wolf.
Not
or a
husky,
white
no.
wolf, maybe.
It was either a dire wolf or
Winter
Or regular
wolf.
white- or winter,
Winter
wolf.
wolf.
She just bought a
Yeah.
winter wolf and absolutely loves it. Heart emoji.
Yeah, I paid
He kind of
money
like
for that.
hangs out with
a. And then I took the money back.
it.
Lucius cast dispel magic on his stuffed wolf just in case.
Yeah.
Something
There you
Yeah,
go.
it's like all of a sudden you notice this gigantic stuffed winter wolf. Like I imagine it's like life size.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Just with no explanation.
Exactly.
Hanging out. Okay, so yeah, that's why we're here. Level setting there. There have been some shenanigans that have happened since we've been here. We've met up with 4 new people on the way here and here.
Hmm.
And I feel like we're being pulled in a lot of directions.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if we can help each other. If our paths all kind of align in the same direction.
Okay.
Emotionally?
That too. Yeah, there's a lot to it. The whole sphere.
Says the bird and the
What's going on? Yes. What does Declan have to say about all this?
He's like thinking. He's like he's just sitting there contemplating. Well,
Okay.
he does this thing. Well, I think I have to stay with Laren to look into this, but I wonder if it would be. I mean, it's up to you guys, but I wonder if it would be a great place to keep Toro is with you guys.
I'm fine with that.
But I mean, that's up to you
He
guys.
doesn't have to the whole time. He can go with Declan for a while and then come back. It's okay.
Well, we're gonna probably kind of take down some notes and compare some information and hit up some of our contacts and maybe head back into the Empire. I wonder if it's up to you, but it might be safer to stay outside the Empire because they don't quite have the power. The Service Assembly doesn't have the power they once was, I would assume, but there still could be somebody hoping to tie up loose ends.
Yeah. Do you guys think if I grew out my hair, I could be a woman?
No.
I mean, anything is possible.
Anything's possible. Yeah, that's right. We could get some glamour.
Mhm.
Like
Right?
you look at it, look
Buy that
around at
somewhere.
all of us who have long hair.
I mean, a woman could have this voice.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
yes, it could.
Yeah.
So some would say, possibly, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Hmm.
Figure out we can dye your hair.
I'm gonna stay out of the Empire.
That's hilarious. Keep that voice up like the whole time. Like,
Yeah. Well,
I know that's gonna keep you from getting caught though.
so Tumbao, this friend of yours,
Probably not. Yeah.
I'll be right
do you
back.
have any idea of where she might be?
Still listening in.
She might be in Oblivion.
Mm-hmm.
She might be like in the Shadow Realm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Maybe.
she might be in my bracelet, but that's unlikely. Yeah.
Okay.
Did we all just see you communicate?
The writing the note and try to like throw that into the she wrote the note and then threw it into the fire. And it sounds
This is
like
like a
Uh,
talking to Sirius Black kind of thing, or like how does that work? Do we know how that works?
So
it
Yeah,
seems
I-
a little
I
odd.
mean-
It's not something you've seen before.
Okay.
so we write with I guess it's like a magic ink, and then like it burns, and that like goes to the person.
Do you have to
Yeah.
know where that person is?
I don't know actually
Okay.
because she wrote to me.
You just I don't know how I don't know if you're gonna convey this, but yeah, you address it to another agent write it in spell in the same ink you use to write in your spell book, write down spells and scrolls and things like that. And when you cast it to the fire, it goes to the other agent.
Yeah, Toro doesn't say that. He just says like, I think it's magic.
Yeah.
Hey, I think it's magic.
But you know,
it's
everything I've
magic.
ever done,
You know,
everything I've ever done is magic. So it's kind of just all magic. I don't know.
every little thing that he does is magic.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about anything turning anything on. No
Mhm.
Gordon Sumner lyrics.
Well, okay, so maybe in the shadow. That's weird. So that
Extraplanar creatures.
So basically I'm supposed to know a spell and I forgot the spell. So I think though that Tumbao had some things with her. Did anyone pick up the things Tumbao had, or did Tumbao take them with her?
She, I mean, she whatever she had on her, like her or whatever. Well, if you're talking about the person that you poofed out of, of existence,
Yes.
whatever they had on them that may or may not have belonged to Tumbao, kind of just went with them.
The
Okay.
bell doesn't dismiss you. I dismiss you.
But Toro doesn't understand that.
I know.
He doesn't understand really what happened. He just knows that Tumbao went into a. She's gone.
Poof. She know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, if I learn that spell, I think to be honest, guys, I don't know what to do. It's all kind of vague, and I'm kind of hungry.
Okay. We do end up back in we could you describe this Tumbao to us? Just to kind of like, in case we find her, we can like, I don't know, try to help her find you, and then or find each other, or try to like send you a message or something. Or...
Yeah. Think tall, orc, woman, annoying, big mouth, speaks for me, beautiful.
Any distinguishing features, hairstyle, like?
Her hair is black. It's like long, I guess.
Okay.
She's got nice eyes.
Okay. All right.
The way
I
you
think
said
they're
that was very lovely.
green. Yeah, but I can't remember the color.
Okay.
You know, she's always there. I didn't really think about what.
Yeah.
Okay, she's just always there.
Yeah.
And now she isn't.
Yeah. As you kind of like that, as you say that and you slow down, you kind of you feel a tiny hand with claws, like some kind of tiny claws, kind of like put on like top of your hand, and you look down and it's Sue, the pseudo dragon, putting his little like claw hand on your hand. And just,
Oh,
looking up at you.
Consent.
hello.
And it tries to
The
kind of
pseudo dragon speaks to you telepathically.
Kind of telepathically, kind of gives you an idea of trying to like an effort of comfort. They're trying to comfort you. To, just the idea of
But also, Sue
Thank
does make
you.
noises like "Wah" every now and then,
You guys have a goat and a dragon.
and they both make similar sounds. Yeah.
Yeah, a little pseudo dragon is tiny. It's kind of,
Thank you, Sue.
and yeah,
Sue says, "If you think this is bad, talk about that lemon tree and that one-armed troll."
Fucking lemon tree. The fucking lemons. Oh, I forgot to put lemons in our cart.
Yeah. Well,
Deep subject.
I guess we'll try to like keep an ear out, keep an eye out. If we find out about anybody that's them like
Well-
matches that description, see if we can get you.
Let me ask you something, sir. If you guys are looking for this Jin person anyway, maybe I can just keep my eyes peeled for anything. I'm gonna remember the spell. I already know it. I'm gonna remember it eventually.
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Keep an ear out. Keep an eye out. And now that you've met both of us, and you either, because I know I presume you're a wizard. You're an arcanist of some kind. If you either learn or find somebody that knows sending, you can kind of like shoot us a message. Otherwise, there's other ways to kind of get in touch with us. But yeah, let us know, and we'll try to like let you know. But I'm saying this like we're about to walk away from each other instead of like continuing to eat breakfast with each other.
I mean, I was gonna ask if I could have your leftovers.
And you look down at her plate, and it is clean.
Damn.
She's like,
We can order more food, Toro. It's okay. We have plenty of money.
Easy. Shut. Y'all have money?
Y'all are getting paid? What?
I mean, and Declan like pipes in. It's like, well, okay, so we presume that the tumbao that you're looking for is not, and also when you were describing tumbao, Declan kind of adds some more details of what at least he saw of who you thought was tumbao. And he's like, well, we presume that the tumbao we were with might not be the actual tumbao.
I'm not really clear on the details of that
Yeah.
because I thought it was her the entire time, and then yeah.
And it kind of like poofed her away. That was interesting, to say the least.
It's this bracelet. I mean, I'm still trying to figure this thing out.
I mean, Toby, you got a good look. You got to look at it. You got a chance to identify it. What did you get? What sense did you get of it? I know you said something about a bracelet of hell spells, or you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. How could I ever forget? Yes. Hang on. Let me dig into my memory bank. It was a wondrous item. Let me
Yeah.
tell you, it was I cast one of my gimmicky spells, and it told me all about the Bracelet of Hell spells. I did not expect to have D&D Beyond. Petey, do you have the
I could probably grab it real quick. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you scroll up in the Through the Tomes channel, the
No,
description.
I mean, I have mine open.
Okay. So I'll
I'm
just get
already
a
there.
card file. Oh wait. Have to read.
Well, I'm the one who carries everything. It seems like.
Do, 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 do. Okay, I got my book.
Yeah, I don't even have it in my. Yeah.
I can
read it. I'm looking at it.
Mm-hmm. Resources, items, astral bracelet. Okay, should be. What is this one?
Weird.
Okay, no, this wasn't it. Cards. Okay, cards. Cards.
Well, I'm on the Reddit page for Griffin's saddlebag of wondrous items.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
so it's an
the astral bracelet of Hells is all I'm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's I mean I'll link it to the ledger. It has all the information. So I was gonna link that. I was gonna just upload the card, but it basically is, and it's basically, you remember, it's a spell. It's a bracelet that ostensibly has stored spells on it, and this one happens to have the particular.
I remember that it is not a it is not a.
And it looks like that. It's
Oh yeah, it looks like one of those things you ride in space camp.
Yeah, the space camp thing. When it's a bracelet, it's just that bracelet, all just in concentric circles, and then when it gets expanded, it becomes that orb, and that's when Toro was holding it and did poofed tumbao.
And it is not necessarily a. Unlike its name, it is not necessarily an evil object.
Yeah, no, it
it's
seems
just magical.
Just magical. It deals with and you kind of you get attuned for the different spells that it holds, and it seems to have things that are related to either fire or dispelling or detecting evil and good. It does have hellish style spells, but it's mostly just one of them is a flaming sphere on the fire shield and hellish rebuke, and then it involves protection, detection, but evil and good.
But this bracelet, this was given to me by my professor. So did he?
Yep.
Did he know
Certainly.
that I would need it for this? How would he know that? He would. Tumbao wasn't even near us at that point.
I mean, that I don't know.
I mean,
I
none
can't
of
tell
us,
you.
none of us at this table. Yeah,
That
none
sounds
of
like
us
a
are going to know.
mystery
But
that you can solve.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
yeah,
that he could have either been privy to what their plans were, and Declan, you said that this person. What did you guys figure? Oh, it sounds like a morphling or changeling or more phenomenon or one of them changey creatures. I don't know. He may have known what was going on, or he may have just had a powerful artifact that might have been able to be that he believed might be able to protect you. If the worst come to
Yeah.
worst, he might have just been thinking there's danger out there, something that I can give to
Yeah.
this person to protect themselves. I don't know. It could be either one
That's
or in between.
the thing
The world may
there.
never know.
I like, but I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point because it did something, and here we are.
Indeed, here we are.
Well,
So, in a bit, where is here and where will we are? Where do we go from this place? What are we doing? What sounds like a good idea, folks?
I think I want.
I mean, if you're hunting a rose tip,
So,
roasted. Oh
yes,
yeah,
the old rose boob.
rose boob. What's it? Let me see if I find that picture. Oh wait, I think I already. There's a roundabout jam.
rose boob. I just hit me what you meant.
Somebody did a watercolor painting of this person that we're looking for.
Oh,
The crime
that's
scene
cool.
investigator.
It was like a. Where should I find it? Skirting manor.
Looking through the images that we've seen, that's definitely hanging with Mr. Cooper.
You want the? I've got the picture.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
can drop the picture there.
So you guys are like bounty hunters? Is that how you
No,
make money?
No. Some of us are working as bounty hunters.
This picture for ants.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay, this is a better one.
Weekend
Less JPEG on that one.
I put it
Yeah.
in the through the
Karen
Twitch
haircut.
channel.
There you go.
Oh.
I forgot I was in
runny
TT2
nose.
rolls. I'll delete that one.
A weird. It's really weird to get a tattoo of a rose right there to make it look like that in such a dimension.
Just stuff down in between.
Yeah,
Maybe it's
it's
not a
like
tattoo.
there's just a permanent rose just sticking right down in the cleavage, you know.
yeah. It looks like an actual.
All right,
Maybe you should just get the fresh one each time and then just like sandwiches it.
You
And
know,
then when it goes bad, you just refresh it.
That's the mystery we're going to solve.
Is that the working theory?
We don't have any. We're coming in with an open mind.
See, now I just imagine catching her and just tell us about the rose in your chest.
No, it's like Tuxedo Mask. She's gonna like throw it at us.
We have questions.
Be like Superman when he
I
pulls the S off
mean-
of his chest, throws it.
All right, put in the.
So you guys came here looking for her, then how did you end up finding me? Was that an accident?
Well,
Yes, somebody blew up and you survived.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, and we were kind of coming through town, and we heard there was a lot of like hubbub about kidnappings, and we heard there was some bad stuff happening, and we stumbled upon those bandits or whatever they were.
Or
Yeah.
whatever they were. Yeah. They fought us,
disclosure,
so we killed
guys.
them.
I slept on it, and I'm the one who put it. But I was just scared. I mean, I was definitely trying to protect myself, but I didn't think it would kill that many.
That happens to everyone.
I just thought all on a different confession.
Well, we've got a lot to figure out, that's for sure. And you guys have quite a bit of adventure ahead of you. I imagine. I don't know. I assume. I don't know what you guys are up to prior to all this. Yeah. We were going to we were going up to that town they hadn't heard from in forever. And then like we're gonna.
I don't even remember the name of that town, to be honest.
Yeah, me neither. Well, actually, I have the adventure open here. Adventures, Scurvy Manor, Adventure Tether.
Wait, Kamor?
Yeah, Kamor.
There it is.
Yeah,
There
I
you
was
go.
pulling up the adventure module.
Come on, come over.
It was a small logging village, a bit north, a bit northwest of the Sleeping Ridge clan.
And we're doing it to help the Marquis
Yeah,
of Port Damali.
yeah. To just kind of get some information, find out where you can find out, and just
Yeah.
report back. Yeah, just like scouting, seeing like ask around, see what you find out, and then report back. Yeah. And then and she said like she figures probably not going to find out much, but it's one of the few leads they have to somebody that they've been kind of looking, and has been a prolific thief.
So do we like just keep on keeping on with our plans and bring Toro along?
I like that.
I don't know what Herb and
Yeah,
Declan
but,
are gonna do. We just met them like yesterday, but
But I'm not gonna be Toro though. I'm not Toro.
you're El Munster.
My
The
brain
wizard.
really
Yeah,
wanted to go back
Al-
to Chips
Al
Ahoy. All of a
Minster.
sudden, I had every impulse to just blurt out Chips
it's-
Ahoy one last time.
Again, it's just blurt it out again. It's the guy over
I know.
It's the guy
God,
over.
that's growth. God knows that's growth somewhere in my heart and soul, my mental health. That's just growth somewhere.
Yeah,
Like, this is our good friend Chips Ahoy.
it's first name Chip, last name Sahoy.
Sahoy.
Yeah,
There
Absolutely.
you go. Chips Ahoy.
yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I'm Chip. I'm Chippy Chipper.
I think that suits you really well.
Chip.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Going in the show notes.
because I can pretend to be happy.
Bummer.
Chip Eston.
Hey,
Nope.
for a halfling elf, he's holding it together, okay?
You're doing great. Here, I'll put it in the channel. Did I spell it right?
Chips Ahoy.
Chips Ahoy.
That's so funny.
It's official.
It's official.
The Chip I was thinking I could only think of was Chip Aston from me. I'm thinking of him from Whose Line, but apparently he was. But I forget that he was also on Nashville.
What?
Chip Aston from Whose Line Is It Anyway?
I know whose line is it anyway. I've never heard of Nashville.
Oh, Nashville. It's like I don't know, like some drama.
It was the
It was like
it was one of those shows.
one of those it was like a
Wait,
ABC
can I
drama.
can I guess something?
what's up?
Is it a recent show?
It was from
no.
2012 to 2018.
Yeah. Like
Okay. Because I was gonna say, is it Country Empire? But 2012 would put it
absolutely.
before
More or less,
Empire.
it was like country yeah, it was like
Yeah, kind of.
it was more like various country music singers and like up and coming story, and like it's like I edited one scene from one episode as part of a school project. And
Got it. Understood.
all I know is that some guy was drunk and made a scene at a party. That's all I know. And I edited it, or at least for as part of a project.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but yeah. That being said, well,
Deep subject.
I mean, I don't know what Herb is gonna do, but I don't know what Herb's gonna do. And Herb just kind of like sitting over there, just quietly in another table. He don't really have much to to offer at the moment.
Sick burn. Internal monologue.
He doesn't have much like to like contribute because it's like he's a little out of sorts and a little bit like a little bit feels like he seems like he's a little over his head with all
Herb,
this.
what's wrong? Was
His
it the
sea got worse.
vampires? Was it the succubus? Was it the blood pool? You seem a
He
little
wasn't
worn
there
out
for
for some
that.
reason.
He was busy digging around.
Who's this
in
guy and how
people's-
does he know about all this? What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I love that. I love that Christian's playing the drunk guy at the table next to us.
But yeah, he's just in there like, well, I mean, all I know is that I'm gonna stick around here, and probably head back to Rexentrum eventually.
Rexentrum. I barely knew some Trum.
And well, I mean,
I would tell you to bring me sweets from home, but I'm not from there. Where am I from? Summer?
Where's a good place where Chips Ahoy from Palma Flora?
yeah.
Okay.
From
So don't bring me sweets
Palm
from
Springs.
home.
the Palm
From
Springs of Palma Flora.
Palma Flora.
Palma Flora.
Toro's like writing it down on a little piece of his spell book.
You're familiar with the priest Berlin Tidebearer?
And
There's
that's
a
name I haven't
throwback.
heard in forever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And by forever, I mean 1 week.
Yes, exactly.
It's been 1 week.
It's been
Wait, I think it just clicked in my head out of character. You guys have been playing this campaign for like 2 years, but how long has it been for these characters?
Less than a month.
couple months, like maybe like a couple months or less than a month, like a month or so.
I think it's been a couple
okay.
months.
I think it's
Yeah.
a couple
Yeah.
months.
Yeah, because you guys keep saying it's been a week since something, and I'm like, wow. I
Yeah.
wasn't
Yeah.
even there.
Like
Yeah.
time in D&D is very weird. Like
Yeah.
a dungeon should take you like a day or two, but in real time it could take you like 6 hours.
Yeah.
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 That's so funny.
And those 6 hours are spread over weeks
Yeah.
because we're fucking adults.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's like
exactly.
two days in 6 hours, but 1 day in 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been playing like 3 years.
Yeah.
I think it was July
Wow.
2020 is when we started, I think. Might have been August. I think it was July.
Yeah. This is.
It was definitely a pandemic thing for sure. And I'm making like the realization that we haven't done a record breakers in a goddamn minute either.
You guys like
Replace
made
that with
projects
GM.
during the pandy. That's awesome.
There you go, record breakers.
It's a good shoot.
Yeah, I forgot. Sorry, got up to tinkle real quick.
It's fine. We were just talking about how
Time
we've all
is an
been friends
illusion.
for a long ass time.
Yes. Yeah, I have my headphones on.
Time doesn't exist.
Yeah, the first episode of Record Breakers was over a decade ago.
Yep.
Get dog. What the fuck? No.
Mother Falcon.
Yep.
Fucking. You
Yeah.
need to bring that back. I
Over-
miss fucking breakers sometimes.
Yeah, I might have to hit somebody up.
I miss when I had opinions about music that I still had yet to share.
Yeah.
Then I ran out of music to have opinions about.
I was gonna fucking bring on Taylor Swift. And like
Yes.
like it was a week, like we were gonna do David's album and I was gonna bring on the new Taylor Swift album, and then like we didn't. I
Yeah.
was like, well fuck. I was gonna do Taylor Swift.
Well,
That's
there's
a
your
really
next
good fucking album.
episode.
I gotta
Ready?
figure out. I'm gonna hit somebody up because I'm thinking not to like plan on air, but I was gonna hit somebody up maybe to have a permanent fourth. But
You
Well,
know what?
they-
She's on tour now, so that it would be timely.
Daisy, we haven't been on the rails for like 2 episodes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're doing rails. What's
Yo dog, not nope.
Chopping lines like
So I have Cobalt Soul
quit
Business
getting us back on track.
yeah.
with the at the Sleeping Ridge Clan.
Mhm.
I need to learn more about the heirloom sphere. There's some people from the library that went there,
Yeah.
if my memory serves me correctly.
Well, good for you.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to go with me. You can stay
I
here
mean,
with Herb and Declan if you want.
Yeah.
I could go play music and earn money.
You could.
And
Yeah.
take my handy haversack full of everybody's money.
You could go back to sales with your family.
They were
That's all we know about your
chocolatiers.
background.
They were
Exactly.
chocolatiers.
Chocolatiers.
You just said you were in sales.
Yeah, I was selling chocolate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, if we knew about that.
We did know about that. You should have it in your notes.
Okay. I don't know if I do.
Well, you can rectify that. Well, yeah, I don't know about her, but we were gonna stay here, and I probably will try to send her your way if I can, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I don't know. Lucius, quote unquote, is not here for me to make a herb joke. Lucius can send herb your way anytime you want.
Exactly.
It'll just cost you.
What do y'all reckon you would like to do now? Do you is there anything you need from us? Anything you need? Anybody you need for us to find in Rexentrum? You know, I don't know. This is awkward. I don't know what to.
Keep an eye out for the real Tumbao.
Yeah.
About it, I think.
Yeah.
Chips Ahoy.
I think we're good here. Like, one of us has to hang up the phone first.
Yeah. Well,
It's awkward.
well, we had the heavy stuff out of the way.
No, you say goodbye. No, you say goodbye.
The French don't say goodbye. They just say au revoir.
Okay, so we have. So let's set the heavy stuff aside. What were the fun stuff you guys had planned? Do you guys
might
have
be
anything
old now.
interesting? Anything interesting and fun you guys had planned? Yeah.
Leaving town.
Survival.
Yeah. You guys,
Both
You
of
are-
those things will align with one another.
you guys said something about seeing Summer, right? Your family. Are you excited? You know, is you gonna see your family? Is it gonna-
Giant gorillas.
You know
Shit.
what? Yeah, I have a little brother that I have never met, so
That's gotta
I'm
be.
excited to see him
Yeah.
and get to the bottom of this little puzzle sphere that apparently has been stolen. Like
yeah.
I am itching to find out what happened to this thing because it is unsolved and I need to solve it.
Yeah.
Be careful with those things. 'Cause you might see a guy whose face is covered in pins, and
might stab your hand.
yeah,
Right. Um.
But yeah, there's a yeah.
Well, that's
Toby's
nice.
entire shtick is that he is a musician who just wants to be a musician and wants to make money, but somehow he becomes a bard of high level
Yeah.
just because he's hanging out in the wrong crowd.
Yeah.
Like now I know magic and shit.
It's helpful.
Like I used to just tell people off, and now I do it and give them mental pain.
Just used to be so
1d4
simple. It used to be
damage.
about the music.
Vicious
What
mockery,
instrument do you play?
all of them.
Mhm.
Have you tried funneling
That-
your magic through an instrument?
I don't know if you're aware of this. I've been doing that all along.
Oh, that's sick. I want to see it.
And Mortal leans over to Toby. He's like, I think Toro's been out of it for quite a bit, quite a while.
From mage to mage, respect. That's really cool.
Whoa! Don't call me names or anything. Here. I'm just.
I resemble that
Oh,
remark.
Bart, sorry.
He's not
Sorry,
really into
Bart.
labels.
He's
I mean, I've been labeling myself this entire time. Hi, I'm a musician.
it's like you're both
Yeah.
you're both like nerds of the arcane, but you're like you deal with the fiction and tales, and the wizards deal with practical theory, practice and theory of arcane history. So it's like,
I mean, I have this song that I'm so good at that, like, I play it so well that it lets me know what an object is magically.
mhm.
Wow.
No, not really. It's just a pearl that's worth 100 GP and,
Yeah.
and a feather of an owl. But you know, same
Kinda like-
difference.
Same difference.
Summer literally zoned out and is just thinking about her family right now.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, like play fighting with her brother who taught her how to fight. Good times with her dad. Wondering what happened to her sister who ran away.
Yeah.
Excited to hear maybe if there's any news of her. She ever came back or
Yeah.
just what happened to her.
You know, with friends.
No, she
Yeah.
moved in with one family, but then moved in with another family. But the two families don't know, but they both feed her, so she goes from one house
Exactly.
to the other, like Noodles,
Convenient.
the neighborhood cat that we have around here that I swear I've seen in 2 different windows of houses. And I was like, that cat knows what's up.
Yeah. Well,
I would co-foster a kid.
yeah.
Kid cat.
Unbeknownst to you.
Yeah.
It's a Kit Kat.
Yes.
It's a kid cat.
My friend has a cat
Cat
that
crack.
she refers to as Arson Linguini.
That's perfect.
It's like crack, but for cat.
Cat crack.
I
It's
was
a one
singing
of a
cat
kind.
crack the other day.
I was watching
Cat
that
crack.
video today.
Wow. It's a one of a
Who
kind.
was it?
It is,
Oh my god, I'm trying to remember who is it that re-uploaded it. It's one of the people-
Matthew
Matt,
Fraser.
yeah, Blender MF. Yeah, I was thinking Blender MF, but I
Oh,
wasn't
that's-
sure it was. Yeah, Matthew Fraser, who I haven't seen in forever, and the only point of contact I've had with him was then I the occasional times Rock Band will compare my scores to him. We're like of songs that I do. It's like, you did better than Blender MF, or you're trailing behind Blender MF. It's like, oh.
And that leads me to my other side jog that we need to make is, you want to thank Record Breakers being 10 years old is make you feel old. Like Ryan is pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prego.
Shit.
Her ego is Prego.
Uh-huh.
Which is fantastic.
Which is
fucking rad.
So 2013 was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, you two are getting references that you do not understand.
Or we have,
Yeah, we're like, I feel like I'm tumbling down a rabbit hole.
yeah,
In 2013, I was like in 7th grade, so of course I don't understand.
That is hilarious.
yeah.
In 2013, I was programming a robot and listening to a podcast where people were talking about how the Master Chief Collection was a mess.
Wow.
And
You were
listening to Mother
what grade
Falcon.
were you in, V?
7th grade.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Now I'm
How-
having a
Now
moment.
you're the old man.
Where were- Where were you in
You.
2000? We were. Where were we? Where were you? Were.
I was going to say, was that
Well,
about
no, I
Minecraft
guess-
time? Were we running the server?
No, I was in 10th grade already.
10th
Sorry.
grade, yeah.
that's a
I was
big
in 10th
difference.
grade already.
How old were you?
Yeah, it's a
in
big
2013,
difference.
Matt.
On math is not my thing, so leave me alone.
In 2013 or
2013.
And
13,
2013, I was in
would've been-
10th grade because
Oh.
I'm class of 2015.
Yeah.
I would have been turning 19.
Yeah.
Because you weren't
So
a
I was-
complete child.
I was in college.
We were. You
Yeah,
were
but that
hanging
doesn't
out with
count.
us.
You went to
Well-
college early.
Yeah. You were hanging out with us weirdos.
Yeah.
And not being able to go to in the bar that they were hanging out doing the night attack meetup. The
Remember that.
NSFW meetup because you weren't old enough, so you were hanging out
Yeah.
outside.
People thought I were the bouncer.
Like, I remember us saying jokes like that you were 19 going on 40.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, I'm gonna Deck. I think we should head out and start trying to figure some of this stuff out. All right.
Got a punch deck.
Well, good luck to you guys. Be well. Live long and prosper.
Don't forget to be awesome to one another.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you guys for the help. We will try to keep in touch. Now we kind of like memorize your faces. We'll try to like figure out if we can keep in touch. Yeah. Goodbye. Yeah, kind of like she saunters off, and Declan kind of like nods. There's a slight wave. Kind of walks off.
Bye.
He's like quietly kind of like nods. Oh, is that a nugget?
It is a nugget.
Oh, nugget. But yeah, you know what? As you guys sit there and contemplate your plans going forward, that's where we're gonna wrap things up for the evening. Yeah, we've another little role play session, and that's the beautiful thing about D&D. Yeah, thank you to my party. Thank you to my friends for hanging out with me. Thank you to you guys for watching along our little fun D&D game. And this is the part where I kind of bring things down a little serious. I wanted to dedicate this episode to a friend by the name of Pickle, who unfortunately I found out passed away this past Sunday. Who I played quite a bit of games of D&D with. He was one of the people that was part of the group that I was playing with on the DM Dave Discord. And you know, we had quite a bit of adventures together, just just over voice chat on Discord and on Foundry, whether it was with his Tabaxi Ranger Torthrum, alongside Raphanus Rivacranus, my wizard, and Bij Bakar, small game hunter, or another friend Tony, or whether it was his bald eagle Aarakocra, Jimmy John Ray Bob Montana, or his hastily crafted Canadian Goose replacement after a TPK, near TPK, Wayne Gretzky. We had a lot of fun adventures together, and it is wild that I'm not going to hear his voice again. So thank you, Pickle. Thank you for all the adventures together. Gonna miss you. Dedicate this one to you. Yeah. Thank you for being with us. I will leave you with a couple words one statement that I haven't said in a while, and that I used to say at the end of this, and I feel like I need to bring it back, especially in this moment. Don't forget to love each other. I will also quote him and friends of ours. Being kind is a free action. And until next time, goodbye. Love you.
Toodaloo.
Here's to you, Pickle.
Rest in peace. What an honor.
Wishing you well wherever you are.
Mm-hmm.